So I'm getting ready to embark on my journey to Thailand pretty soon. And I don't know if a lot of people know it's open. This is kind of what I've had to do in order to get into the kingdom. Before anything, you need insurance. It has to be 100K and it has to cover COVID medical expenses. Then after that, you can apply for your certificate of entry. I'll link the website down low. You cannot get into Thailand without a certificate of entry at all. I originally got denied because I applied for the wrong visa. American citizens can get a visa on arrival for 30 days without actually having to apply to the embassy. So that one says tourist exempt visa. And I had applied for regular tourist visa, which means you needed to apply for a visa ahead of time. There's a 60-day visa that you can get by sending in an application to your nearest embassy. You also have the special tourist visa, which is a 90-day visa that you can extend for 90 days at a time. The reason why I chose visa on arrival is because I've lived in Thailand before and I know how to extend the visa once I'm in the country. It's pretty straightforward. You put your intended departure date, you upload your insurance, and then the address of where you'll be staying in Thailand. Put your passport information in, your name and whatnot, and your emergency contact information. And then after that, you'll wait about 3 business days for them to approve your certificate of entry. Then the next step is uploading your additional documents. You have 15 business days to do that. It consists of your flight information, your hotel. So a lot of the alternative quarantine hotels, they are on the pricier side, and I was able to find something for a little under $1,000. Now, mind you, all these hotels include transportation from the airport to the hotel. They include COVID test. They include 3 meals a day. Some of them have other amenities that you can access after a certain amount of days. Pretty much have everything taken care of for you and a standby nurse. You have to apply for the other things as well. So you got your certificate of entry. That's the first thing that you apply for. The next step was I got a COVID test. It needs to be a RT-PCR. Make sure it says RT-PCR, not just regular PCR. So whenever you get the results, that has to be within 72 hours of you leaving. So I know that Walgreens and CVS do that. And if you have insurance, it's covered. You have to apply for your Fit to Fly certificate. There is no official form. They have some examples on the embassy website that I can link below. Just have your doctor fill that out. So they want to see that it's on a letterhead or some type of stamp, something that makes it seem official. So I found a doctor in Thailand and she offers Fit to Fly for 400 baht. And she's quick. Fit to Fly certificates require you to get your COVID test before, but they both need to be done within 72 hours. So the COVID test, the insurance, the certificate of entry, the alternative quarantine stay, the Fit to Fly. Those are 5 necessary things to get into Thailand. Without these, you will not be able to get into Thailand at all. At all. It is a process. It is, but I think it's worth it if you're staying for longer than a month. They extended the visa on arrival from 30 days to 45. So the first 15 days you're in quarantine, and then the 30 days you can explore, do whatever and whatnot. So I'll document that journey a little bit more. So I have less than 24 hours until my flight leaves to Thailand, and so many things are running through my mind. Like, I'm I'm tired at this point from overthinking everything. Oh my God. You need quite a few documents printed when you get to the airport. Your travel insurance. Copy of passport, may or may not need that. You need a T8 form. You need to have your certificate of entry printed in color. Your alternative quarantine stay. You need these 5 things printed for sure. Plus, you need your Fit to Fly. And you need your negative COVID results. So you need about 7 things printed to show them at immigration in order to get in the country. My flight was supposed to leave in 30 minutes and I was late. I did not make my flight. Nope. I tried though. I ran with a backpack, then I went to get my other backpack. I'm out of breath trying to breathe with a mask on. But luckily, there's another flight leaving at 1:30, so that's about 6 hours. I'm giving them my documents and whatnot. My flight's changed. And they're like, oh, well, we gotta let you know if you can get on the flight because it doesn't match your certificate of entry. So, it's been a day. Finally on the flight. I didn't even record all the steps in between because it was just too much. I was too stressed. It was about to not let me on. But here we are. Got my little badge. Now they're about to check my temperature. It's pretty official. Finally made it through immigration. I was super scared because my documents were a little bit different since my flight mishap. But finally got through. So I'm about to go try to find people that's supposed to pick me up. And then I can get to my room. There you go. Got the bag of my shoes. Okay, finally made it to my room. Okay, it's a nice little room. All right. So just a couple updates based off of my process. They asked me for my certificate of entry, my fit to fly, my negative PCR COVID test, as well as your travel insurance. They did not ask me for my bank statements. They did not ask me for a copy of my passport, a return ticket either. So those are extra things that I had that they didn't ask me for. But yeah, so they asked that at the ticket counter to Qatar. And then once I got to Doha, where my layover was, I had to present those documents again. Then once I got to Thailand, I got off the flight and they had this whole set up, which you saw in the previous videos. After they check my temperature, I have to go to another line. You go to there and they look at your documents one more time. And the person's gonna ask you if you're having any COVID symptoms such as running nose, a fever, a sore throat, all the other associated symptoms with COVID. After that, then you go to immigration. Finally got my stamp and I was through. They took my certificate of entry, I believe, so I made double copies of everything just in case. All that to say, here I am. Today's day 4. So far so good. The food has been excellent. Like I'm so surprised because, you know, it's hotel food, you know, but it's been so excellent. I'm just using this time to kind of adjust to the jet lag and the time difference, as well as just relax and, you know, take some time for myself.